Hey, Jeremy Haskell here, and thank you for watching this video. No 3-minute thought next Thursday, so a happy early Thanksgiving to you. And because of Thanksgiving, I want to talk about this parable that only appears in Matthew and think about the workers, the wage, and the grace. So Jesus tells a parable to his disciples about the kingdom of heaven, and it starts like a regular story, but at the end, of course, there's a twist. So there's a master of a house, an owner of a vineyard, and he probably needs a little extra help because of harvest time. So he goes to the marketplace and hires these laborers, and they agree on a wage of a denarius a day. So off to work they went. And then he hires others at the 3rd hour, the 6th hour, the 9th hour, and the 11th hour. And he says to those guys, why aren't you working? And they said, because no one has hired us. So those are the workers. And when it was time to pay the wage, Matthew 20 verse 8 says, and when evening came, the owner of the vineyard said, call the laborers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last up to the first. And when those hired about the 11th hour came, each of them received a denarius. Now when those hired first came, they thought they would receive more, but each of them also received a denarius. And on receiving it, they grumbled at the master of the house, saying, these last worked only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us, who have borne the burden of the day and the scorching heat. Now, backing up just a bit, were the ones who worked all day, the 11th hour dudes. Do you think they were happy? You bet. It's like going to a moving job, showing up late when the work's already done, and you still get the pizza. Now, what about those guys who worked all day? Were they happy? No, they grumbled. And the owner of the vineyard asked him, do you begrudge or are you envious of my generosity? It's like, how are you going to see this? Unfair or me being generous? Whose money is this? Didn't you agree to get paid whatever I paid you? Are you going to be thankful that you got to work, or are you going to be mad because you deserved more? Now here's the grace. It's not about your ability to work or what you get done or how long you worked. It's about the sovereign grace of God. And it might seem unfair, but if you're like me, you can't believe you even got hired in the first place. So think about this, and this is for me too. If there's a hint of complaint, what were we expecting? And can we be thankful for somebody else's success? So this week leading up to Thanksgiving, or every week, depend on God's grace and live that way. And at least be thankful for that.